In the pantheon of Greek mythology, Zeus, the king of the gods, is often depicted as a figure of immense power and authority. However, his rise to supremacy was not without its challenges and moral complexities. After solidifying his rule over Mount Olympus, Zeus turned his attention to Metis, the goddess of prudence and wisdom. Metis, whose name means cunning intelligence, was renowned for her ability to outthink even the most formidable opponents. Her power of metamorphosis allowed her to transform into various animals, a skill she used to evade Zeus's relentless advances. Despite her cleverness, Metis could not escape Zeus forever. The god, determined to make her his wife, eventually captured her. Metis soon became pregnant, and an oracle prophesied that she would bear 2 children, a daughter who would rival Zeus in wisdom and strength, and a son who would surpass him in power and ultimately overthrow him. Fearing a repetition of the fate that befell his father Cronus and his grandfather Uranus, both dethroned by their offspring, Zeus devised a drastic solution. Inspired by Cronus's actions, Zeus transformed Metis into a drop of water and swallowed her, thereby preventing the birth of the prophesied son. By consuming Metis, Zeus not only averted the prophecy but also absorbed her wisdom. This act transformed him into a more judicious and less impulsive ruler, embodying the qualities of prudence and foresight that Metis had personified. However, the story did not end there. As time passed, Zeus began to suffer from excruciating headaches. His skull swelled ominously, and the pain became unbearable. Desperate for relief, Zeus summoned Hephaestus, the god of the forge, to split his head open with an axe. From the fissure emerged Athena, fully grown and clad in armor, her eyes blazing with intelligence and determination. Athena, born from Zeus's mind, became the goddess of wisdom, strategic warfare, and crafts. She was a symbol of rationality and justice, often contrasted with her half-brother Ares, the god of war, who represented brute force and chaos. Athena's birth marked a turning point in Zeus's reign, as her presence brought balance and wisdom to Olympus. Meanwhile, Metis remained within Zeus, ensuring that the prophecy of the second child would never come to pass. Athena, revered as Zeus's favorite daughter, was seen by many as his rightful heir, a testament to her unparalleled wisdom and strength. In the ancient region of Attica, the city of Cecropia thrived under the rule of Cecrops, a half-man, half-serpent king born from the earth itself. The city, surrounded by the sea, was a hub of maritime activity, and the cult of Poseidon, god of the seas, was deeply entrenched among its people. Poseidon, seeking to elevate his status, visited Cecropia and proclaimed, "Devote this city to me, and the ocean shall be your domain. Rename it Poseidonia, and I shall bless your voyages and conquests." To demonstrate his power, Poseidon struck the ground with his trident, creating a spring of salt water. "This is my gift to you," he declared. "Kneel before it, and it shall reveal the safety of your journeys." Before the people could decide, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, appeared. She, too, sought to claim the city as her own. Addressing the crowd, she said, "Choose me as your protector, and I shall bestow upon you the gifts of wisdom, art, and science. Your city shall become a beacon of civilization, unmatched in its beauty and intellect." To prove her worth, Athena planted her spear in the ground, and from it grew an olive tree, a symbol of peace, prosperity, and sustenance. "This tree shall provide you with food, oil, and warmth," she proclaimed. The people of Cecropia were torn. The men, reliant on the sea, favored Poseidon, while the women, who tended the land, preferred Athena's gift. Since women outnumbered men, Athena initially won the contest. However, Poseidon, enraged by the outcome, challenged Athena to a duel. The two deities prepared for battle, but Zeus intervened, declaring that the matter would be settled by a divine council on Mount Olympus. The council, presided over by Zeus, voted along gender lines. The male gods supported Poseidon, while the goddesses sided with Athena. With Zeus abstaining, Athena won by a single vote. The city was renamed Athens in her honor, and a magnificent temple, the Parthenon, was erected on the Acropolis in her name. However, Poseidon's wrath was not easily appeased. To placate the sea god, the Athenians built a temple in his honor at Cape Sunion and reconciled with him, ensuring that his gift of the saltwater spring remained a blessing rather than a curse. Medusa, one of the most infamous figures in Greek mythology, was not always the monstrous Gorgon she is remembered as. Born to the primordial sea deities Phorcys and Ceto, Medusa was a woman of extraordinary beauty. Her radiant appearance captivated all who saw her, but she remained chaste and devoted to the goddess Athena, serving as a priestess in her temple. Medusa's piety and purity were unmatched, but her beauty attracted unwanted attention, particularly from Poseidon. One day, while walking along the shore, Medusa was spotted by Poseidon. The sea god, known for his tempestuous nature, became obsessed with her. Despite her resistance, Poseidon pursued her relentlessly. In a moment of desperation, Medusa sought refuge in Athena's temple, but Poseidon followed her inside. In a brutal act of violence, he raped her within the sacred confines of the temple, defiling both Medusa and the sanctuary. Athena, enraged by the desecration of her temple, directed her wrath not at Poseidon, but at Medusa. The goddess cursed Medusa, transforming her beautiful hair into a nest of venomous snakes and decreeing that anyone who gazed upon her face would be turned to stone. Medusa, now a monstrous outcast, was exiled to a remote island where she lived in solitude. Her curse made her a target for heroes seeking glory, and she was eventually slain by Perseus, who used her severed head as a weapon. From her blood sprang the winged horse Pegasus and the giant Chrysaor, symbols of her tragic legacy. In the city of Hypapa in Lydia, there lived a young woman named Arachne, whose skill in weaving was unparalleled. Her tapestries were so exquisite that they were said to rival the works of the gods themselves. Arachne's fame spread far and wide, and even the nymphs would leave their forests to admire her creations. However, her talent was matched only by her pride. When someone suggested that her skill was a gift from Athena, Arachne scoffed, declaring that her work was entirely her own and that she could surpass even the goddess in her craft. Athena, hearing of Arachne's arrogance, decided to test her. Disguised as an old woman, she visited Arachne and warned her against hubris. "You are indeed talented," Athena said, "but to challenge a goddess is folly." Arachne, undeterred, insisted on a contest. The two weavers set to work, with Athena crafting a tapestry depicting her victory over Poseidon, while Arachne wove a scene of Zeus's deceitful abduction of Europa. Arachne's work, though a critique of the gods' misdeeds, was undeniably superior. Enraged by Arachne's insolence and the brilliance of her work, Athena destroyed the tapestry and struck Arachne with her shuttle. As punishment for her pride, Athena transformed Arachne into a spider, condemning her to weave for eternity. Despite her transformation, Arachne's skill remained, and she continued to create intricate webs, a testament to her enduring talent and the consequences of defying the gods. This expanded version of the article delves deeper into the characters' motivations, emotions, and the broader implications of their actions, offering a richer and more immersive retelling of these timeless myths.